The Sydney Roosters have stumbled into the 2010 NRL Final Series with an uninspiring defeat of North Queensland in Townsville. The Tricolours took to Dairy Farmers Stadium chasing a victory margin of at least 15 points to jump ahead of the New Zealand Warriors into 5th spot on the Telstra Premiership table. But that was easier said than done against a Cowboys unit that was eager to mark Matty Bowen's 200th game for the club in fitting fashion. Sentiment doesn't always rule the rugby league roost. However, the mercurial fullback showed he still has that special twinkle in his toes when he sparked his side's quest for an upset.
Out to Bowen, 3 on 1. Bowen to the line. Has he been denied or did he get it down? In game 200, Matty Bowen celebrates in style.
He may not have had the big C beside his name, but Bowen tried to lift his side by example. And in the first quarter of the match, they had the Chooks under plenty of pressure. The lethargic Roosters struggled to cope with the heat and humidity, not only labouring under a heavy early penalty count, but poor execution when they did have the football. Wisely, they went to last week's hat-trick hero, Sean Kenny-Dow, who provided a tonic for their ills.
There was a white jersey there. Kenny-Dow, he scores.
Carney required a little bit of assistance to put the Sydney siders ahead, and they should have gone further in front when Mitchell Pearce targeted some tiring Cowboys forwards. However, closer inspection revealed some separation.
That's a lost ball. You can't give that. You can't give that.
That kept the difference at just 2 points, following a fairly forgettable 40 for both off-key outfits. It was no great surprise that the Roosters should aim their early second-half attack to their potent right, where Kiwi Kenny-Dow was lurking.
Carney goes to Pearce at second receiver. They keep it in hand. And Sean Kenny-Dow stretches out to collect number 2.
With back-to-back tries, Brian Smith's side was looking a little more like the one that dismantled Manly the previous weekend. However, the Cowboys kept coming.
Direct ball to Ty Williams, and in Ty's final game, he collects points here on home soil.
The retiring veteran's contribution brought the locals back to within 4, but it was a North Queensland product playing for the opposition who came up with the biggest play of the evening, loping away like a centre instead of a hard-working front rower.
Miles one-on-one with Bowen, tries to put the step on, finds Pearce. What a Roosters try!
That was enough to ensure that the Bondi boys wouldn't be victims of a shock last-round loss, but the final margin of 10 wasn't enough to elevate them to 5th on the ladder. So they'll now take on the West Tigers in the battle of 3 versus 6 at the Sydney Football Stadium in Week 1 of the playoffs. David Rowlands, Big Pond Sport.